Welcome to a little real talk with Josie. Um, just wanted to talk about some stuff that I've been thinking of the last week. Anyone that follows me knows that I've had kind of a rough week, but it got me thinking quite a bit, and just wanted to share some of those thoughts because I believe that they could help you as well. Life's a journey. Don't give up on it. You know, life's not always easy. The journey that you choose to take is not always easygoing, not always going to be fun, but it's the journey that you've got to take, and you can't give up on it. You've got to be willing to take the highs and the lows. Along with that means that you're going to get people coming and going out of your life. You know, people that start the journey with you may not finish the journey with you. There's going to be people that you would expect would be in that journey with you and encouraging you and cheering you and supporting you. And in fact, they may turn your back on you. And that's okay. You got to love them anyways. You've got to love those people. It's not always an easy thing to do. You know, I recently, and when I say recently, just within the last few days, was hurt by a couple of people really close to me. Is it easy? No, it's not easy, you know, but it's okay. Gotta give them the time, and I've got to give them the space and understand that the journey I'm on is for me. It's not for them. It's a matter of them being alongside of you and supporting you for whatever period they're with you. You know, your journey is your journey. My journey is my journey. It's one that I live very openly and am very proud of. I know where I'm going, or have an idea at least. You know, I don't know exactly where I'm going. I've got ideas. And I know there's people that are beside me now that, you know, may not be beside me in a few months or a year, you know, and that's okay. You've got to be okay with those relationships coming and going. And that's where I think we've got to understand about love and respect of people. You know, it is a journey. In journeys, you come across different people. Not everyone is always there. Sometimes you might take a journey with a best friend, and the next journey is with a different best friend. You just don't know. There's different times, different seasons. You need to be able to love and let those people enjoy that season with you, but also be okay when they go away. It's a hard thing to learn. It's a hard thing to accept. You know, I talk pretty openly about my transition, and when I came out, really where I live, I won't say I lost everyone, but I would say it's probably safe to say 98 to 99% of the people that I associated with or that I was friends with turned their back on me. No longer in my life. And at first I couldn't handle that. I wanted to give them grace, and I wanted to say, you know, why can't you just love me? As this has gone on, I've really come to learn that you love the people that are in your life for the period that they're there. You know, not everyone is going to always be there. Are there some that could? Absolutely. You know, I've got one person in my life that has been there solid for 20 plus years now. You know, that person, it's been some hit and miss a little bit, but they've always been there in some way or another. And that's great. It doesn't always happen that way. You know, some people are only there for a brief period. You can't let yourself get so broken up by when someone leaves your life. I kind of did that this weekend. I was so broken. And I've really kind of been reflecting the last couple of days about this and wondering, why am I doing that to myself? Why am I doing that to them? Am I brokenhearted? Yes. Do I care deeply about these people? Absolutely I do. Do I wish they were in my life? Yes. But it's okay that they have chosen to step out. It's okay that they've chosen not to be on this journey right now with me. You know, who knows? They may come back in my life later. They may not. We have to be willing to let people be them and love them for them, just like you want them to love you for you. Who are you to say that they need to be in your life at that point? You don't know the struggles they're going through, just like they don't fully know the struggles you're going through. Life's an up and down roller coaster, sideways, twists, turns. You know, picture the craziest roller coaster you can imagine. And that truly is what life is. And the more times you get on it, because it's a never-ending cycle, you keep repeating that roller coaster. You never necessarily sit by the same person the whole time. Even when you're married, you don't necessarily sit by your spouse the entire time of your life. It's not healthy. You have to have other sources, other outs. And you've got to be okay with that. You can't be so controlling with people. You can't be judgmental with people. I kind of caught myself doing that this weekend, and I had to rethink things. You know, I talk about loving people where they're at. It's not always easy. It's not always easy to accept someone in your life, out of your life, whatever they've got going on. But if you take that step back and you're willing to just love them where they're at, I guarantee that love is going to come back to you, because people will love you where you're at. It's not always an easy thing, and I won't portray it as. I've had to really fight the last week. I've had such a rough week, and I've been so down, but you know, I've had amazing people just kind of reach out to me and just love me and remind me it's okay. It's okay to be down a little bit. It's okay to be hurting. But you get back up and you gotta keep going. And that's just part of the journey. You know, I don't know what journeys you're on. I don't know what all's going on in your lives. I know some of you. You know, I wish I knew more of you better. I really do. I love people. I wouldn't be doing things the way I am without people. You gotta love people where they're at, and you gotta love unconditionally. And that means if you aren't quite okay with something they're doing, ask yourself a simple question. Is it really affecting you? If it is, maybe you just need to take a step back, still love them, still treat them with respect, but maybe just take a step back away from them. Otherwise, if it's really not affecting you and not hurting them or anyone else, why can't you just love them? You know, sometimes we have to stub our feet and toes and nose and figure things out. You may see it's a totally wrong path. They may not until they actually stumble and fall. Be there to catch. You know, I posted a thing about friends will lift you up when you fall, and if they can't lift you up, they'll lay down and listen. You know, I believe that's a valid point. You can't always lift people up, but you can always sit down and listen. Whether you agree or disagree, sometimes listening is all it takes to help them find the way. You know, I had some great people this weekend that they just listened to me bitch. And it helped kind of pull me through, because as I was complaining and moaning and whining and crying, it helped me kind of realize where I was and helped me kind of change directions. So I'm grateful to them. I'm grateful to everyone that's in my life. I hope that you take a second and think about those in your life. And maybe there's someone you need to reach out to. Maybe that person hasn't heard from you for a while. Surprise them. Just say, hey, how are you? And mean it. If they want to talk, talk. You know, sometimes it's just a simple, hey, I'm good, thanks for asking. But it's that love that you're extending. Enjoy the journey you're on, because it's your journey. No one else can take your place, and no one else should be taking your place. I don't wish my journey on anyone else, but I'll tell you what, I'm sure loving my ride now. And the ups, the downs, the sideways, the crazies. Are there moments of hurt? Yes. But would I trade it? Not a chance. There's no way I would trade my life for anything else now. I love who I am. I believe that I can, and I do. I don't always do things perfect, and I don't always do them right. But I'm on this journey, and I'm going to love people no matter what. And I'm going to keep doing my journey the way I see, not the way others try to dictate. I really hope that maybe this talks to you or encourages you. You know, life is a journey, and we've got to be there for each other. Love unconditionally. This is a little real talk with Josie. and I hope you have a beautiful, blessed night. Thanks for listening.